One does not simply walk into Mordor.
No! We fly, you fool!
Eagles! The eagles are coming!
Eagle!
Oh my god, eagles, Jesse.
No!
For Frodo.
Hey everybody, welcome to Trailer Jury, where we watch trailers and review and judge them. I'm Jay.
And I'm Ren.
Alright, today we're doing Lord of the Rings, The War of the Rohirrim.
Yeah.
I have to say, my opinion will probably be very biased because I am an avid Lord of the Rings fan.
I am also an avid Lord of the Rings fan, but I maybe have good things to say because I might be going a different way with this.
Let's get into it. Good old Peter Jackson.
Love it. I enjoy that they're recalling back to this movie series.
Yeah, this doesn't look animated. Oh, now it does. I stand corrected.
I'm just happy with the callback to the
All
original
Middle
trilogy.
Earth knows the tale of the War of the Ring. But 200 years before that,
Riders of the Mark!
I already like how it looks.
there was an older tale.
Too.
Arise! We come with an offer to strengthen Rohan.
Hera, daughter of Helm, I, Wolf, seek your hand in marriage.
So far, so
Father speak as if I were
good.
not even in the room.
Yeah.
I do not want to marry you.
You do not seek an alliance. You seek a throne.
Oh, that's war right there. War.
You will live to regret this. Old
Got it.
man.
Yeah. I just enjoy how it's crossing over Lord of the Rings and anime.
You will pay for this with your life.
This is the only
Boy, I knew would
anime
never
Lord of the
wish
Rings
for.
show,
Boy you knew.
other than the crappy movies.
There's so many of them.
Those were technically animated as well.
I pledge to fight for my king.
Right.
Of war.
I'm the fastest rider you have.
People need hope.
Eagle.
Something to believe in.
I do find it kind of funny that she's a female warrior, and the whole thing with Lord of the Rings was Erwin wasn't allowed to fight because she was a woman.
You think I am afraid
Right.
of you?
But hopefully they can retell it like 200 years before that.
Yeah.
There
You
used to be
should
warrior
be.
women.
Yes.
Oh fuck yeah, dude.
Mordor with rings.
Was that the one
Oh.
ring, or was that just
No,
a
no,
ring?
it's just rings. A bunch of.
Just rings.
rings of power.
Okay.
Okay. My first takeaway, I like it, and it is a lot to do with that goddamn soundtrack. I am a sucker for the Lord of the Rings music. You just need to play a couple of notes, and I will give you money.
Yeah.
Also, from the Wikipedia page, from what I understood, Philippa Boyan, who was one of the writers for the original 3 movies, she fought hard to make sure like this was an anime movie because she felt
Okay.
like it was the only medium that could tell that story
Yeah.
of like 200 years ago and a war between 2 factions.
Also, her daughter is a writer on this film.
Yeah, I saw that in the Wikipedia page, and like she was raising an interesting point. It's not just her daughter, it's her daughter and her like screenwriting partner. So she's trying to like pass the torch to the next generation.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Not just give it to her kid, but like, hey, we need some young blood. You guys watch anime? Type of deal, you know? The intentions look good. That's where I'm gonna come in from. The intentions and especially being trailer jury, I see no deception in that trailer. That just looks like an endearing, productive trailer.
Yeah, it seems to be telling a great story. I wouldn't say the story is anything to write home about. No. But it looks to be an exciting story, some drama, some politics, some fighting. Something about some rings. I don't know.
I'd say it's an age-old story about like power and like marriage and alliances. You've seen it in Shakespeare, you've seen it in animes, but seeing it in Lord of the Rings in an anime, it's a new spin on it.
Yeah.
And I'm here for it, man. I'm down.
And more good Lord of the Rings stories I'm happy with. We've been getting a lot of not so good Lord of the Rings stories lately.
Let's jump on that point without trying to talk shit. I like how this movie is just trying to associate itself firmly with the original 3 movies.
Yes.
It has said nothing about Rings of Power or the Hobbit movies. It's just like, remember these 3 guys. Remember the good times. Remember Lord of the Rings. We're going back to that world. And I'm like, yeah, it's kind of important you sell it to me as such after the misfires that the Hobbit movies and Rings of Power is its own thing, like, yeah.
Yeah, I'm happy with that. The director, Kenji Kamiyama, has a pretty good past in anime. He's mostly known for his Ghost in the Shell series,
yes,
where he directed and wrote several of the episodes. He did an episode of Blade Runner Black Lotus, which was also animated. He is one of the writers for one of the Star Wars Visions episodes.
Right.
So, he's well versed in anime, so yeah. I do like that. I trust his style.
Yeah.
I loved Ghost in the Shell, so.
Me too. I'm actually more interested during the research for this trailer, I came across another series he did called Eden of the East, which is like a mystery series where like a girl and a boy try to solve like a murder mystery in Japan. Which is super up my alley, and I'm going to have to check it out before the movies come out, just to get a flavor of his, like, craft and how he does stuff,
Yeah.
But just reading the names and the projects he picks, I'm into it, like Ghost in the Shell, Eden of the East, Blade Runner, Black Lotus, and I don't think he just directed an episode. I think he was one of the showrunners of the movie, or of the season. Yeah, he was a showrunner for the entire season, I think.
I believe one of them, but he also directed and wrote several of the movies as well, not just the series.
No, I'm talking about Blade Runner.
Oh, Blade Runner.
Yeah, he didn't just do an episode, he did the whole show.
Oh, really? Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah.
I can trust him even more.
Exactly. He seems like he knows what he's doing with sci-fi and high concept ideas. I just like that we're trusting it to creative.
Yeah.
Like, you went all the way to Japan and found this dude who's just busy making animes. Just because he seems like a good man for the job. I fuck with that heavily.
Mm-hmm.
We're not trying to please people. We're not doing this for, like, any particular group. We're just trying to make a good Lord of the Rings movie. Do it, man. Fucking do it.
Yeah.
Plus, I'm kind of happy it's coming out on Christmas. Because I know if it wasn't for the strike, this movie would have been released in April. I don't know how I feel about this movie in April. I'm really looking forward to seeing this in the theaters in like 6 days' time.
Yeah.
It feels like a Christmas treat.
a good Christmas treat.
And unless I'm fucking mistaken, dude, I gotta think back like 20 years here. Weren't the original Lord of the Rings trilogy released during the holiday season?
Oh, don't ask me that question. That was way too long ago.
Well, we're sitting here with Google. I'm gonna do
Yeah.
it. Lord of the Rings, Fellowship of the Ring, released December 19th, 2001.
Yeah.
Two Towers, also December. I don't even need to check the third. I'm gonna guess all three were released in December. So it's a good thing that it wasn't released in April. If you were gonna try and celebrate the history of the original three movies, Christmas is the perfect time because that's when they came out.
Yeah. Yeah, I am looking at the animation right now, and it does seem kind of slow in places, so that does kind of worry me.
Let's look at the studio. I know a thing or two about anime studios. Let's see if we know of these guys. That's actually the one thing I didn't look up.
It's Warner Brother Pictures, and I don't think they're really known for anime.
I see.
The actual studio doing the animation seems to be Sola Digital Arts, which is a Japanese studio. They're known for Ghost in the Shell, Starship Troopers, Appleseed, Lord of the Rings now, the Rick and Morty anime.
Okay.
One of the Evangelion movies.
Ooh, I love those movies. So Tower of God is great. I will watch that anime.
I have not seen that, but if it's good, then I'm happy.
No, these guys are fine. I remember them being like exceptional, but nobody's ever blamed them. Nobody's been like, Sola.
How dare they?
Tower of God, from what I remember, had some pretty good like cinematography for an animation studio.
Yeah. My question is, what are the Eagles doing in this story? Because they are well known for minding their own goddamn business.
I am absolutely fine for the Eagles showing up as long as the elephants and the eagles don't speak. This is not a fucking Disney cartoon. This is not a Ghibli studio anime. This is Lord of the Rings. So it's, as long as it just screeches and fucks off, I'm cool.
I'm just wondering what part they play in the story.
Hopefully the same cheap plot point they played in the original movies. Yeah. Where they just come in at the end and they just save everybody. Where they're like, fuck it.
Just saves the day. Just takes all the credit. Saves the day.
Hey, you think the Eagles are supposed to be like angels because Tolkien was Catholic? Because they just keep showing up at the end of the day and saving people.
Yeah, maybe.
I got this. You humans, you're incapable of doing things without divine intervention.
Yeah.
Gotta call the angel eagles again.
Okay, I'm going to have to give this this show a low score if the Eagles just save the day again.
Whereas I would give it a pass for being authentic.
Yeah.
And true to its roots.
Yeah.
Look, the Eagles did it again, honey. Just like last time 20 years ago.
I'm looking at the subtitles in the trailer right now.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at the scene where the guy's picking up the ring for Mordor.
Yeah.
It says ROT. I'm really wondering what character this is.
Oh, I'm going to guess it's just a fucking orc named Rot.
Rot? You think it's an orc named Rot?
I think it's an orc named Rot.
Got some black hands.
Yeah.
Definitely not a ring wraith.
Ring wraiths don't sound like old-timey pirates. That was an orc if I ever heard one. I also think it's cool how they're not doing the whole Ralph Bakshi thing, because that's the previous time the Lord of the Rings movies were animated, like the 70s.
The rotoscoped movies. Oh.
I love those. Don't you laugh at those. Don't you laugh at those.
I'm going to. Those were bad.
They were epic and they were experimental and they were ahead of their time, Jay.
Okay.
Wizards, Lord of the Rings, Fire and Ice. Akshi's great. But it's cool that they're doing their own thing.
It's definitely their own thing. No one put it on their bucket list this year of, oh, got to see that Lord of the Rings movie, the anime. Like, who expected this? I didn't.
Right? That anime Lord of the Rings movie with a Japanese director produced by a Korean studio. An anime Korean studio. Yeah, nobody in there dreamt of this. But as a man who's familiar with like animes and Korean animes and like Lord of the Rings, I'm down with all these ingredients meeting up.
Yeah, it looks good. I like the story.
Yeah.
It doesn't look too complicated. The visuals look good.
Yeah.
The music sounds great.
You don't need to do a damn thing with the music. Just stick to what was already perfected and just give us more of that. Make new scenes and give us those epic scores. That's all you need to do. And, don't butcher the movie if you could.
Yes, let's restart the trend of good Lord of the Rings properties.
Yes, please.
I'm just going to put it there again. Good Lord of the Rings. Okay, Ren, what is your final verdict for this trailer?
My final verdict would be pass, man. I give this trailer not guilty. I give it a not guilty verdict. You are not guilty of any crimes. You're not tricking me in any way. You seem to be showing me like an earnest, honest trailer. Let's go. How about you, Jay?
I agree. I like this trailer. I think it's not trying to suck us in with any tricks or anything like that. We're going to see this in the theaters for sure. I suggest you do as well. Also, I think this is one of the only movies I'm probably going to get their specialty popcorn buckets. Because it's
their specialty.
Yeah, it's a giant hammer. So how on brand is that?
Oh.
It's a giant hammer popcorn bucket. I'm getting that.
God damn it. I'm going to get that too. Get the bucket.
Yep.
Get the bucket.
Go to the movies, get the bucket. That's it from us, guys.
See you there.
That's it from us.
We will see you at the movie theaters and in the comment section.
Yeah. All right. Thanks, guys, for watching. Have a good one.
And don't forget to like and subscribe.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.